Yeah, it looks like we got a pretty good trip here. Exactly one knot. You know, my max is really 1.4, so looks pretty good. Go ahead and give it a shot for a while and see how well we do. All right, remember, let Joe and Will know if you need anything else. Those guys are here to help.
3 feet. The marine forecast for New York Harbor, including West Bay, for tonight.
And rather cloudy on Tuesday. Could be a wet day as some steady rain is likely. High 71, but that should move away by Wednesday with dry weather returning. Highs in the upper 70s. Currently at 62 and cloudy, relative humidity 69%. Winds north at 6 miles per hour. Repeating the current temperature 62, going down to 56 in Midtown. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Carl Erickson on New York's weather station 1010 Wind.
The 30-mile circumnavigation of Manhattan takes you across 3 rivers. The Harlem River, the Hudson River, and the East River. When we started doing these trips, we had no idea about sea kayaking. None of us had ever done it before. We were whitewater kayakers, and on the first trip, we just did it because we had access to a couple recreational sea kayaks. And we went around in November. It was freezing, and we had 14-foot plastic sea kayaks and had a few days to figure out the plan. I had asked a few people and gotten some information, but I didn't make a lot of good sense of it, and we did it pretty well. But when we got to Hellgate in the Harlem River, at the end of our trip, after taking way longer than we expected it to take us, it started to get dark, and the current was very strong against us. And it was 7 miles of just agony. We were tired. We were in the wrong boats. We were cold. We were utterly unprepared for this mission, and it was a disaster, and that was our first trip. At the end, as miserable as we were, we knew that we wanted to do it again, though, and we needed to figure out the right plan on it.
Hi, my name is Scott Martin. I'm from South Africa, Cape Town, and now live in the United States. I've been kayaking maybe 6-7 years now. Absolutely love it. Kind of sacrifice everything to get on the water as much as I can. I don't have a 9-to-5 day job out of choice, purely so I can get on the water and get out into the wilderness. What I like most about kayaking is when you are doing it, you have to be in the present moment. You can't be thinking about too much else, and it makes you focus on what you're doing, which is pretty rare to find doing other things when your mind can drift.
Guys, all the way to the bottom. You gotta be on the bottom to catch these fish, guys. And if your lines are going away from the boat, some of you guys are going...
All right, well, my name is Frank Batchelor, and I'm a captain for Hubbard's Marina, and make my living out here on the water every day, usually about 6 days a week. And kind of came out here just because just been drawn to, I've been drawn to the water since I was born. My father and uncle's a marine biologist, and he had me started off at an early age in this area, just all in the wetlands, and kind of grew on me, and now I just can't get away from it. I've been working a lot of different jobs in my life where I've been away from the water, made a heck of a lot more money, and just it doesn't compare to just being out here every day fishing. I have to have that fishing part mixed in with my job for me to outweigh the money loss of working a different job, making more money. Just it can't outweigh it.
At Hallett's Cove in Astoria, Queens. We're running a little bit late, and we want to catch the tide so that we can make it through Hellgate before the current picks up too much.
Each of the 3 rivers run in both directions during the day, so it's not like any whitewater stream where it goes in one direction and you start in one place and then in the other. You have to be on the river when it's flowing in the direction that you want to go. It's always something new, it's always something different, and it's always a challenge. It's a feat of endurance and navigation challenge, and the skills required to just navigate some of the waves and the currents that you'll experience on it require some skill and some experience in the boat. So for the whitewater kayakers that I have been doing it with, I think that they find it to be a similar set of challenges to what they encounter on the river in just a completely different atmosphere.
My name is Kieran Brown. I've been kayaking for 8 years now, and I keep coming back to the water. Something about it, the atmosphere. You feel like you're one with nature when you're out there.
Pure adrenaline you get from the power of the water, as the beauty around you. It's just an amazing sport to be in.
I guess it's just that escape from everything else, life really. Nothing like getting away from the stresses of life by being out running a rapid, and yeah, it's great, you know, especially when you're out here with good friends, and it makes for a great day on the river.
Some things I've given up to be here. I mean, right now I'm blowing off schoolwork, not studying for the test, just so I can come out here and kayak, just relax a little bit. I've missed a lot of events in my life just so I can go and kayak on the river, because you never know when the water's going to be high or when you're going to be able to get out there, so you just go whenever you can.
But it's also just something for people to keep coming back to areas and exploring, and just it's amazing.
All the groupers, they work their way all the way up in these estuaries and lay their eggs, and you know, all that's runoff from all the streets and everything all dumps into there, and it all makes its way into the bay, or it stays in those estuaries, but it's, for the most part, it can be pretty harmful.
You see some things from sides of the city that you would never really think too much about. You see where all the garbage goes. You see where all the wastewater goes. You see the subway train yards up in the Bronx. You go underneath all of the bridges, and there's a lot of bridges. There's 20 bridges that you go underneath while going around the city. You see the air vents to the tunnels, the little red lighthouse under the George Washington Bridge, the Peter J. Sharp boathouse from the water. These are things that a lot of New Yorkers wouldn't get to see them, and it's something where you're out there floating in the water around just the busiest place on earth, and it's a interesting juxtaposition and just a really cool trip.
It's just every day it's something new. We just recently saw probably a 30-foot whale shark out here, a big leatherback turtle, and I hadn't seen either one of those until this year. Maybe one other time in my life. It's been 10 years, and just knowing that stuff like that pops up, and just the oddball fish we catch.
But it also offers a lot of challenges. It's not for everybody. One of the most intimidating things for me going into circumnavigating Manhattan was the scale of it all. I'd never been on a river that big or been that far away from shore in a kayak. Sea kayaking was completely new to me. I was used to paddling on smaller rivers. I also hadn't had to deal with the navigation aspect of sea kayaking, and it was a new challenge. I had to learn about things like the channel and how to navigate with the tides and, the rules of the road with the other vessels. One time I took a large group and we decided that we would take a shortcut that we had figured out at night and let the group follow the shoreline and then just wait for them when we got in position. And we made this big crossing to what we thought was Roosevelt Island, and what later turned out to be just a point in Queens. And we lost the group, and they took a wrong turn and went out to sea. It taught us a lot.
Doing a pretty risky sport, so you really have to have good safety and know that the people you're paddling with have good safety, and that builds pretty good team spirit or camaraderie. I think we need this day and age. Everything's becoming easy with technology, and having these wild places is really, really important, I think, for people just to get out and connect with nature.
We never come out here when it's unsafe, but sometimes you come out here and it becomes unsafe, and I've lost a couple friends out here in rough weather, and hopefully I won't be next. So
it's inspired me to get a lot more into sea kayaking. It was a real challenge to deal with the navigation aspects of the trip, and I've since done some other pretty cool trips. So it's been something that's helped me find a new chapter in my paddling paddling a lot of whitewater to now really taking an interest in sea kayaking, which I never thought was something that was very cool or something I'd ever end up doing. I thought it was, something below what it was that I had been doing, and I've learned to not only respect it, but to really find the types of challenges that I've always been interested in out on the ocean or on some of the tidal rivers around where I live.